This is the fourth update on the stocks that we selected. Good morning, everyone. This is Ahmed Saleh. So let's look first at the strategies that we select and the results of each strategy. In week 3, we have the overall performance is 1.1%. The market were flat, so 1.1 is still good versus the market. And overall, you can see that we are about 6% in 3 weeks, not bad at all. The winner is still like last week. We have the wild stocks performing the best and followed by the stocks that are forming the bottom. Now we go to the details. Last week we removed MSTR. This week we are going to remove Okta because they had a bad results and they are going down. It's not a problem that you have a bad results, but the problem is that if you don't recover, and Okta is one of that, they had a bad result and they are still going down. So Okta was minus 16%. We take it out this week. Next is CME, breaking out and gaining 1.5%. Very nice setup. We keep in that. The 21 and 50 and the 200 are all going upward and they are lining very, very nicely. Next one is GBTC. This is mirroring the Bitcoin. So our exit point is the 21 days moving average line. If it crosses this line downward, we are out. Next one is spot. It is stagnant on the top, but it might break out this week. So let's keep an eye on it. It's a very nice setup as well. Our exit point is the 21 days moving average. Duolingo, again flat last week, and overall in the 3 weeks is almost flat. The 21 days moving average is catching up. If it crosses this down, we are out. Next one is Boeing, doing very well, 2.4%, and in total in the 3 weeks is very good, about 6%. It might break out. The exit point is the 21 days moving average. Next one is Axon, consolidating near the top, doing about 10% in 3 weeks. The 3 moving averages are lining very well on top of each other, so it looks very nice. Next one is GE. This is the star of the week because it's consistent, it's going up. You can see the trend, you can see the green candles. It's all green, 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 green. And the 3 moving averages are very nicely lined on top of each other. Of course, we keep that and we add to it as well if we want. Next one is JEV, similar to GE, doing very well as well. And it's about 16-17% in 3 weeks. So we keep that. BLTR, maybe it will break out this week. Last Friday, it was going up by 7.7%. So we keep an eye on it. The 4 stocks that are forming a bottom. The first one is RGTI, very wild stock, plus 19%, minus 13%. It is still positive. As long as we are above the 21 days moving average, then it is fine, we keep it. AI had the result last week. It gapped up. Our exit point is the break of the 26. If the 26 got broken, then we are out to keep some of the profit. Tesla, up and down, up and down. So we still keep this stock and we see what's going to happen in the coming week. HIMS, very wild stock, 24 up, minus 15 down, starting to stabilize. The 21 days moving average is acting as support. We keep that in our portfolio. The 5 stocks that are doing great, they are wild stocks, but they are doing great. AMP is flat. We keep the 21 days moving average at 18. This is our exit point. And GRBN is doing very nicely, plus 10%. So we keep that. BODD, plus 1.2%. Consolidating, maybe it will break out this week, we're gonna see. And SEZL plus 1.5%, correcting a little bit in the last 2 days. The exit point is below the 100. DAVE is plus 1.5%, again correcting in the last couple of days. The exit point will be below this support line here. I think it's about 198. For the bonus stocks, we had ZS. It had the result as well last week. So the stock jumped by about 10%. So it's doing very nice. We keep that. And we raise the stop loss to about 270 just to keep some of the profit for us. ABH is doing very nicely, plus 5.1%. AMBE, it had the results last week and went down by minus 15%. We have the exit point at around 50. If it crossed the moving average 50 down, and if it's crossed the $50 down, then it's a bad sign. We will go out of it next week if this happened. MCHB, it had some correction after the great results, and now it's consolidating. Last week was 2.5%. We'll keep it, see what will happen this week. SMTC, flat last week. Now I got 3 questions. Some people are asking me about these questions, so let me try to answer them. The first question is, am I in all these stocks? Should you go in all of these stocks? The answer is definitely no. I am in some of these stocks. My average portfolio is around 10 stocks, and then I start to reduce them. I start to sell the weak one and build on the strong ones. So no, you should not be in all of these stocks. You just select, I'm giving you more than 25 stocks just to select some of them as you prefer. Okay, so that's the first question. The second question is, what do I do in results? We have seen some results were good, like AI, for example, like Zscaler, they were good, the stock jumped, and some results were bad, like Okta, for example, and AMBE. So what is a good strategy to do at the time of the result? A good strategy is to put a stop loss that can be executed outside of regular trading hour, which is called RTH. This is very important. Otherwise, you will get a very huge drop like what happened in AMBE and what happened in Okta. If we remove these 2 stocks from the portfolio, we would have doubled last week from 1.2 to more than 2.6%. The performance would have more than doubled last week, just by controlling the risk in these 2 stocks. So it's very important that you put a stop loss for the stocks that are going to announce results that is executable outside of regular trading hours. Or if you want a safe strategy, just go out of the stock before. But in this case, you will not get the gain and you will not take as well the hurt. The third question is about, how do I put a stop loss? What should I put as a stop loss? There are several answers to this question, but one easy thing you can do is just to take the 21 days moving average, plug it in the screen, and go out if the stock crossed the 21 moving average downward. The second one is that you can select a support. If you cross that support down, then you go out. And the third one is just to select a certain percentage. When this percentage is hit, you go out. For me, for example, I take 5 to 7% of the stock. When the stock go down by 5 to 7%, I'm out of the stock. But be careful, this 5 to 7% should not be in any case more than 0.5% of your portfolio. For example, if you have an account with $1,000, you should not risk more than $50 in one trade. This $50 should be the 5 to 7% down in one stock. That would be it. Thank you very much. Again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell stocks. I'm sharing with you what I'm doing. Any trade you make is at your own risk. I wish you a profitable trade. I wish you a profitable week, everyone. Have a nice week.